They got a warrant signed that I had to sit in a room with a police officer and give them password access to everything in my phones that they had. It's still in their custody. They had for 2 years, actually. They wanted me to sit down and give them access to Google Maps, Google Docs, Google Drive, all my admin accounts, all my Reignite Democracy Australia accounts. There's so many private emails there. They would have had access to my database, which had over 100,000 email addresses, some of which had actual physical addresses and phone numbers and things like that as well. So I appealed that warrant and lost like $60,000 worth of legal fees. And so a high court judge also signed off on that warrant, so to speak. And so I was left with some difficult choices. I could either plead guilty to the original charge, I could give them the passwords, or I could try my luck and just say no and see what happens. The problem with that is not complying with the warrant is another indictable offence and a whole new case, a whole new everything, more serious than the first one, potentially 5 years jail if you're found guilty. But secondly, it's breaching your bail because you're committing another criminal offence. So I could have gone to prison for 3 months with no questions asked, like instantly. And but I again was in the position to try my luck, and I just said, I'm not gonna give you anything. And if you want to arrest me, just let me know so I can be ready in my pajamas and more comfortable clothes this time. And 2 days later, they dropped the charges. So that's the story. So I guess the intimidation was pretty high, but I'm really blessed to have been given that opportunity to stand up in that way because my lifestyle offered me to do that. I'm not like necessarily more courageous than the next person. Not everyone is called to do that sort of thing because not everyone has the ability and the life situation to do it. And I did. And I'd do it again. It was worth every moment of stress. And the funny thing is that originally they just wanted to shut me up. And it really backfired, which I find really hilarious. And I'm still riding the wave of that story 2 years later, traveling the world and things like that. So the joke is on them in the end. So sometimes it works out to say no to intimidation.